Your Excellency, you are the President of the Republic of Kenya, ambao ulipewa kisu. Sisi hata kama tunapiga kelele to distract you, if you get distracted, we'll blame your regime. It's up to you to see what best mechanism you'll put in place to bring us together. Unajua nasema kwamba umalize miaka 10 watu wanakubaria, lakini ina depend vile tutakimbizana. Unajua tuko uwanjani sisi sote. We'll support you. We'll support your agenda. Niliona uko na roho safi. Na hii roho safi wacha ipeleke nchi yetu mbele. And I repeat, because I see some genuineness in you. Unlike many of our leaders. Unajua hukunywi pombe. Sisi unajua tulieka kikombe moja tukasahau, tukapata umepita. Hata mimi sikunywi, lakini tulipata kwamba wewe umepita ni kwa sababu you were sober. Mheshimiwa Rais, najua vizuri sana kwamba wewe ulikuwa ni rais, uligombea katika kiti cha UDA. Na sisi tulikuwa wana ODM. Na kidemokrasia ulitushinda. Sisi hatutaki nusu mkate. Tunataka wewe ukule hii mkate mkubwa. Your Excellency, nilikuwa nasema vile tunakupenda hapa Kisii, na kwa hiyo mapenzi tunauliza kwamba maendeleo ambayo yapo kwa sababu wewe ndio serikali. Na unajua Rigijia anasemanga kwamba serikali ni ya shares. Sasa sisi tulieka share kidogo kupitia kina Osoro, kina Zair, kina Chafed. Tafadhali hizo shares wachi translate kwa kitu. Wewe ni rais. Pesa yote uko nayo. You don't have a business of entertaining us, stealing around here, then to make ourselves equal kwa sababu ya wizi ambao tuko nayo. Ukiwa rais, tuongoze. Piga watu kiboko. Piga watu kiboko kisheria. Askari wetu uliwasifu, walifanya kazi nzuri, lakini pia tunataka tuombe askari wetu. Unajua siku nyingine tulikuwa kwa Mheshimiwa Machogu pale, uliona mtu askari amebeba rungu, kaniuliza hii rungu Simba itapiga mtu? Unajua tulikuwa tumeketi na wewe. Hata ukahurumia, wacha rungu. Kuna askari ambao pia wanapiga watu risasi. Tafadhali, askari mmefundishwa na ujuzi mkubwa, tia gasiko, piga mtu. Nyorosha yeye rungu, ile rais alikuwa anaogopa risasi. Haiwezi rudisha mtu. Tafadhali naomba, kwa sababu nchi ni yetu, tutajenga tukiwa pamoja.
Hello and what's up everybody, this is Elijah Geshoro. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, tap that subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support, and I'm grateful. Like I said, this is the greatest YouTuber in the Republic of Kenya, and the E in my name stands for exactly what you need. Kisii Governor Simba Arati has amazed Kenyans by showing unequivocal support and statements that show his support for the president, or for President William Samuel Ruto, who is in the other camp of the political divide, that is Kenya Kwanza, while Simba Arati belongs to Azimio coalition. So
Mheshimiwa Osoro amesema nilipeleka wa MCA, ndio nimekumbuka. Ndio nilienda na MCA 50 kule Uchina, lakini sikutumia pesa ya umma hata shilingi moja. Wale mainiro waliweza kunipea ticket ya wa MCA 71, lakini hao MCA wangu wengine hawakuwa na passport. Na unajua hawezi tumia kitambulisho kwenda wapi? Ng'ambo. Achari walienda 50, 21 hawakuweza kusafiri. Wengine wako na ugonjwa wa kupanda ndege, wanatabika. Kama mzee mwenyenye, ukiongelea mzee mwenyenye kama hapa atakwambia sababu hakuenda. Kwa hivyo si ukweli kwamba niliwacha, lakini wakipata pia nitaomba kwamba tutembee na wao. Mimi kama gavana wa Kisii niko tayari kufanya kazi na serikali kuu. Siasa lazima ikuwe na adabu kidogo. Na siasa ikiwa na adabu ni ile siasa ambayo mimi kama mwana ODM na ndugu yangu ni mtu wa UDA tunasimamia masuala yale. Sio haya, si vitina, si kukosa. It's not about quarreling. It's about complementing each other in the business of managing of this country. Unajua ulitushinda kura, ndio ulitushinda. Nataka nikuulize tu wewe, na nataka nirudie, wewe ulikuwa ODM mara ya kwanza, ukatembea na baba, wewe ukaona mambo sio mzuri sana, ukahepa, ukaungana na Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta. Leo hii wewe ni rais kwa sababu ya msimamo wako. Hata wakati walinyang'anya wewe polisi ulisema wale wakapea wewe, walikuwa wametoa JSU wakaleta, wakasema askari ni askari. Nataka nikwambie rais, wewe kwa sababu kila mtu anakupea heko kwa sababu ya Ukristo wako, nataka nikuombe, kando na kwamba kuna baba anaongoza maandamano na sisi tunafuata yeye, wewe kama kiongozi wa nchi, tafadhali ita mzee, kana yeye na ukatie kila moja, ukate moja Kisii, moja Ujaluoni, moja kipande moja, nchi yote ifurahie. Your Excellency, you must stop. You spoke in Eldoret and you warned even the governors on issues of corruption. I wish Mheshimiwa Kipchumba Murkomen alikuwa hapa. Kipchumba Murkomen ananiambia, unajua watu wamejua sisi ni wezi, lakini tunataka tuwaonyeshe kwamba sisi sio wezi. Lazima Simba, kama barabara ni kilomita 100, lazima ifanywe. Huyo ni waziri wako mzuri sana, innumerable advices. Tafadhali, ile wizi iko katika county, iko katika serikali kuu, wewe tu. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Rais, nikimalizia hapo, tunakukaribisha, tutakuja State House. Nitaleta viongozi hawa kuja kuomba maendeleo, na utakuwa tibidisho. Mimi nimekuja kule, ile pesa umenipa peke yake ni milioni 2 ambayo nilipeleka kwa bodaboda sako. Hakuna atuombi pesa, kwa sababu pesa lazima watu watengeneze. SGR ambayo nilikuwa naongea baada ya safari ya China, Mheshimiwa Rais, niliweza kuleta wa Chinese ambao ni investors. Wakafika hapa, kuna mawe kubwa tuko nayo kule South Mugrango, soapstone. Ingine iko hapa Bobasi. Lakini wanauliza, hii mawe itabebwaje kutoka hapa Kisii mpaka Mombasa? Ile ni Jafet aliuliza, ni Janda. Ni Jafet. Ile train ikipita ipitie pande ya Kisii kidogo, tuweke mahali ya kuweka hiyo soapstone, iende ng'ambo, ikuze uchumi wa Kisii. Hilo ndio ombi langu utakapoleta mambo ya SGR. You have seen me today with the president here. Again, my party leader comes, I'll welcome him. Actually, in his meeting, which we had last week, His Excellency, the former Prime Minister, told us, Simba, for the development, get hold of the president. And the reason that we must work together. Ile biashara peke yake nitauliza watu wangu, tusichome barabara. Barabara, kama maandamano ipo, maandamano ya amani, tafadhali tusichome mali ya umma. Barabara wakati imetengenezwa, wakati tumechoma hapa town, hatujachoma wapi? Kule kwa kina Kimani Ichungwa. Tumeichoma, sisi ndio tunaitumia. Maandamano yoyote ikuwe na adabu, na askari wetu muwajibike. Hilo ndio ombi langu. Asanteni na Mungu awabariki.
Today, the president attended a church service at Kisii, and that is where he got to interact with Simba Arati. Ordinarily, we see these governors or legislators from the opposition even failing to attend presidential functions. But today we have witnessed a change whereby Simba Arati actually sat side by side with the commander-in-chief, and it is his speech that actually baffled Kenyans. First of all, Simba Arati said that President William Ruto won fair and square, and that Wafula Chebukati indeed delivered a credible election, actually upholding the words of the US Ambassador Meg Whitman, who actually said that Kenya held the freest and the fairest and the best election, that Kenya is the best democracy in Africa. And that is exactly what Simba Arati said. Mark you, Simba Arati belongs to the opposition, not government. And so he said that, and the other thing that he said that really got to Kenyans was that the Azimio coalition is working day and night to distract the president. Yes, you heard that right. That all these protests and all these demos and all these maandamanos are actually distractions for His Excellency the President, so that he's not able to deliver. And once he fails to deliver, then the Azimio coalition will have grounds to blame him for non-performance. So that is the strategy, to keep disturbing the government, to get the government distracted, to get the government involved in demos and quelling demos and talking about demos. At the end of the day, 5 years are over and the government has not done any development whatsoever. And that is the plan, that is the grand plan of the Azimio coalition. And it was something that was very, very maybe, so to speak, kind of a betrayal, seeing that a high-ranking member of the Azimio coalition could actually give that statement, or that sort of letting the cat out of the bag or spilling the beans, because we have all been duped and we have all believed all this long that these demonstrations are as a result of the Azimio coalition wanting the cost of living for Kenyans to come down. But apparently the confessions of Kisii governor are making it to be far be it from the truth, that their main aim is to distract. Their main aim is to make the government fail to perform. And once it fails to perform, then they'll have grounds for re-election in 2027. Because that is the battle, the next battle between government and opposition will be the 27 general elections. And the more the government fails to deliver, the more votes will be channeled towards the opposition during that election. And this is something that has caught Kenyans by surprise, because remember, the opposition is pushing for electoral justice. Even the dialogue committee, they're actually pushing for electoral justice, with the view that the elections held in 2022, presidential elections, were not credible. And that is the problem we have with the opposition, that all their governors were credibly elected, all their MPs were credibly elected, all their senators, members of county assembly, and women representatives were credibly elected. However, the president was not credibly elected. How can that be? How can the election be influenced just where you are losing it? You know, and this is something that has actually made Kenyans, has dawned on Kenyans that you are on your own, guys. You are on your own. Just imagine the governor coming out to say, finally, they accept, and that the president was fairly elected. You know, but in the rallies out there, they will go say, we don't recognize the president, the elections were stolen, and things like that, and so many other disheartening statements that actually weigh in on the credibility of His Excellency the President, who was duly elected to serve Kenyans in the capacity of a head of state. And this is the issue that Kenyans have with the opposition, that their fight to electoral justice, their fight to lower cost of living, and all this is not out of it is not out of a genuine heart. There are hidden agendas that are under the carpet, and the main one is simply wanting a share of government. They want to be funded by government, they want offices, they want cars, they want security, they want power, they want a share of government. And that is the problem, that the interest of the common man is not there. So, like you can see right now, they're distracting the ruling regime for their gain in 2027, not really for the cost of unga. That is just a smoke screen. That's just a smoke screen. It's just something that is used to dupe Kenyans. And that's why the ambassador of US to Kenya actually came here and said that she has watched all this process and she cannot be more convinced that the elections held in Kenya were actually the best, and Kenya is the best democracy in Africa. And these statements were disregarded by the opposition chief, Raila Odinga, who actually said that, you cannot say that, and you're a rogue ambassador, and we shall call for your recall back to the US. And if you look at even the tone in which Raila Odinga is addressing such a high-ranking diplomat, it is such a tone that is not respectful. And the president actually posed a question and asked, between you, who is actually ordering for demonstrations to destroy lives and property, and a diplomat who has actually caused the investment portfolio in Kenya to increase to to become the highest export market for Kenya, who is not actually who is rogue? That is the question. Who is rogue between you and the other person? And even Gachagua came, the deputy president, to say, you know what? I want to believe that Raila is a private citizen, and he cannot even sack assistant chief or transfer an assistant chief at his sublocation in Bond. So these are the back and forth, and I must say that I'm happy about Simba Arati. It is such a bold move to actually come out here and say that we have finally realized we made a mistake, and we recognize the legitimacy of His Excellency the President of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto. And that is such a bold statement. It's such a statement that is very, very, very promising. It's very, very, very respectful. It's a statement that I highly appreciate because it's good for Kenyans to live in harmony. It's good not to live in denial. Prepare for your next battle with the president, but in the meantime, acknowledge the legitimacy, the supremacy, and the government that has been put in place. That is the only way we're going to move our country forward, not back and forth, just trying to disregard what has already been stamped, and the authority is already there from the people and from God. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for that insight. Continue subscribing. If you have not subscribed, tap that subscribe button. Ensure to like this video, ensure to drop a positive comment, and share this video with friends and family, so that we can create a big community that can talk about anything and everything. In the meantime, thank you so much. Adios, and see you in the next video.